What if the silence in your marriage isn't peace, but a slow suffocation that only breaks when you finally stop waiting for him to notice you're gone? In The Wife He Neglected, M.L. Hall delivers a billionaire second-chance romance that transforms marital neglect into a catalyst for radical self-reclamation, proving that sometimes the most powerful thing a woman can do is walk away from the man who forgot she was there. This isn't just another angst-filled reunion story. It's a sharp, emotionally intelligent exploration of emotional labor, invisible burdens, and the terrifying clarity that comes when you realize your worth isn't tied to his attention. From the first hollow narration, listeners are immersed in a world of gilded cages, where luxury masks loneliness, and every ignored text message feels like a small death. Perfect for fans of marriage in crisis fiction and stories where healing requires separation before reconciliation, this audiobook serves up relentless tension, authentic female rage, and a love story that earns its happy ending through accountability rather than apology. When Elena Rossi decides to leave her husband, Julian Thorne, the CEO whose empire consumes him more than his family ever did, she expects resistance, not indifference. But as she packs her bags and files for divorce, Julian's sudden panic reveals not love, but possession. He doesn't miss her. He misses the convenience of her presence. Yet as Elena rebuilds her life as an independent art curator, finding joy in solitude and purpose in her craft, Julian is forced to confront the void she left behind, not as a gap in his schedule, but as a chasm in his soul. Hall masterfully avoids reducing Julian to a cartoonish villain or Elena to a passive victim. Instead, she crafts two fully realized adults whose growth happens in parallel, making their eventual reconnection a collision of evolved selves rather than recycled dependency. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional precision, capturing Elena's quiet devastation turning into fierce independence, and Julian's arrogant certainty crumbling into humble desperation. You don't just hear their journey, you feel the seismic shift of a woman learning to value herself beyond utility and a man learning to love beyond ownership. What elevates The Wife He Neglected beyond typical billionaire fare is its unflinching examination of emotional neglect as systemic abuse disguised as busyness. Julian isn't merely absent, he's emblematic of a culture that rewards male ambition while punishing female expectation. Elena's departure isn't impulsive, it's the culmination of years of being treated as background noise in her own life. Her journey isn't about winning him back, it's about discovering who she is without his validation. Their dynamic evolves through acts of radical reciprocity, Julian learning to listen without solving, Elena setting boundaries that protect her peace without shutting him out, and both confronting the societal scripts that taught them love equals sacrifice. Supporting characters add vital texture, friends who challenge Elena's guilt, colleagues who respect her new autonomy, even Julian's board members whose pressure mirrors his internal conflict. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. True partnership requires presence, not provision. Even the corporate setting serves thematic depth, with mergers mirroring emotional negotiations and success redefined as sustainability over scale. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive emotional experience. The narrator embodies Elena and Julian with remarkable distinction. Elena's voice carries steel wrapped in dawning ease, while Julian's low timbre trembles with suppressed longing beneath disciplined restraint, making their chemistry palpable even during arguments. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming intimacy. Distant city hums marking isolation, the soft brush of canvas during vulnerable confessions, the hushed urgency of late-night conversations where defenses crumble, all ground emotional stakes in sensory reality. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of rebuilding trust, deliberate during moments of reflection and repair, then accelerating as breakthroughs align with external pressures. Whether you're commuting through urban landscapes or unwinding in solitude, the audiobook creates a private theater where every heartbeat syncs with their journey toward partnership. It's storytelling as visceral participation, transforming passive listening into active emotional investment. Ultimately, The Wife He Neglected redefines the second chance trope by centering female agency within marital frameworks. It satisfies genre cravings for angsty stakes when satisfying HEAs while delivering substantive commentary on masculinity, emotional labor, and the radical act of choosing yourself when everyone expects you to stay. No prior series knowledge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete emotional journey. If you've ever wondered whether love can survive neglect or if true intimacy requires dismantling old patterns, this audiobook will affirm that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is leave so you can return as someone whole. Press play, brace yourself for the ache, and prepare to believe that true love isn't about filling space, it's about sharing it equally. Your next favorite romance isn't waiting in grand gestures, it's waiting in the quiet courage of saying, I matter, and mean